Hopefully. So today it's all gonna depend on this hourly. Will we trade inside this range? I would not trade. Give me 1 second. No, I'm not talking. I don't mark out the more recent 1 hour fair value gap. Well, I have this one marked and I have this one marked. So we're just gonna have to see and wait. Like right now, it's very, very choppy. Everything is so motion. It's probably you. Dude, I was up late last night. We were watching Back to the Future in voice chat. It's like 25 of us. Such a good movie. We watched Back to the Future 1, and then it left us on a too big of a cliffhanger, so we had to watch Back to the Future 2. Sip. I'm not like friends with them, but we're mutuals. Very funny, Errol. Now, I'm assuming, like, you have to go in assuming bullish until this breaks. And that's just because of the nature of the market right now. So I'm not, like, you can't really assume bearish yet. Because if you were to look at price, was this technically bullish or is this technically bearish, even though it is 50-50? And why? Anyone? Is this technically bullish or bearish? And why? Yeah. Yeah, it's bullish until it's bullish until we violate this. The only reason I'm not saying it in terms of we're bearish until we violate this is because why? Why do you guys think that? Why am I not saying it in terms of the other way? Yeah, because we're all-time highs, and then yeah, exactly, DMC. We swept this liquidity. So you automatically have to assume here we're bullish until we see any differently. The 4-hour FGs and OBs. I mean, that's another you also got to realize we're still inside this one as well. So we're inside this one and we're inside this one. So it's 50-50 on both time frames. Again, this is just a day where um we're just gonna wait for the news to come out. Okay, news comes out at 10, so no trades before that. Maybe there could be a couple of eval trades. And yeah, once this comes out, we're just gonna see how we react. But like, I know a lot of good traders who think we're gonna dump, and I know a lot of good traders who think we're gonna go to the highs again. So myself, I'm not gonna try to predict. So if we take a look at London session, London gave a really, really good short. So in London session, we kind of came up here, swept a bunch of highs, kind of got this little broadening formation here. And it wasn't, and you don't know we're going to get the short until we do. And this reaction off of this rally gap was just really, really good. After sweeping the highs and after delivering from a higher time frame for a rally gap. So this was definitely a pretty good play. Again, first target would have been here. Last target probably would have been here. I checked chat during London. There's like no one who talks during London anymore. A lot of people used to talk during London, but I guess no one trades it anymore. But yeah, I mean that was the most textbook trade right there. Didn't really give us the textbook log setup. There was nothing that like there's nothing here that just immediately catches my eye. I mean, this is like just not obvious. It just doesn't. I mean, it's kind of one, but not really. But yeah, that would have been the short for London. Well, I'm talking about the people who were from from Europe. $13 more points. Well, be patient. The first time I ever needed like 5 points to pass a funded, I failed it. So did EU hit those equal lows yet? Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so now I'd be looking for long on EU. Honestly, like if we got a confirmation long in here, that's the long. That would be a long. $64 still payout, nice. Look at this. Like this is just so unpredictable. Like half the time we'll take like these like little mini swing setups. Like we'll take liquidity on some, and then others will just stop halfway, and then so it'll be like this. And like it's so tough to trade like this. It's like a snake pattern. It's like we half the time we don't take liquidity when we're inside the range. That's why you want to wait for one of these to break. So yeah, again, you have to be smart and just know that this is what the market looks like right now, and you should wait. It's so hard to say stuff here. Like I don't even know what to say. Like we'll just have to wait. Like being profitable is not taking trades. Being profitable is sitting at your desk by yourself, just waiting to take a trade. It's different for me because I'm trying to teach you guys, but hopefully you get what I mean. Yeah, but the OB we made to the downside was really just a retracement to a fair value gap, so I wouldn't consider this an OB. Right? If this is just a wick and with a nice reaction of an OB to the downside, I would not trust this very much. Um, I mean, there's not really any long we can get, but yeah, like this isn't really an abnormal wick, so it doesn't really go along with what I teach. But I mean, it is on the 2 minute, 3 minute, so we'll probably hit it, but there's not really an inverse setup to allow us to get in here. I mean, if it gives us an inverse setup and it's really obvious, then I will long and target here. But right now, there's not really anything. Yeah, there was a 30-second setup, but I didn't take it. I would not have taken that probably. DMC, it's better if you're new to get screen time. Like now I would set alerts probably. Like if I generally did not have the live stream today, what I'd do is I'd probably set an alert at like I'd probably set an alert here, and I'd probably set an alert like here, somewhere around here. And if the market hit either, then I look at the screen. Like I would just not want to trade this. Bro, Romeo's making another mentorship. No, he's not legit, dude. He probably makes $1 million just off his mentorship. Nat Krish. What time was it yesterday? 14:40. Oh, right here. Um, no, this would have been probably a scale half break even trade. So probably would have scaled some of these equal lows right here, and then the final TP probably would have been here, and it would have been so it would have been about a 1-to-1 for the first, a 1.23, and then I would have done the final here. Elena, I still gotta do that. This is gonna be garbage. It's just a close, Joe. By the way, I graduate in probably a month from now. Like once I graduate, like I'm gonna be doing more like private classes with you guys, like just like I said, things on like they're not gonna be like free classes. They're gonna be classes on like things people are struggling with, whatever. Because I'm gonna a lot more time. Like we could literally just low key do a class like at like 12, like after one of my live streams, like 12 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna try to do like a few more PM sessions a week, like one a week. Obviously, I'm not gonna do 5 days a week because I'm gonna probably go golfing half the time. But I'm gonna do a couple more PM sessions. And also it's not that I'm going golfing. It's the Mark and Leopard have their own thing, so I don't want to intrude that. But yeah, I'll do like a PM live stream. I'll do and if you guys have any more ideas, so like features I could add on other than just live streaming, because sometimes the live streaming just does not help people, because there's a few live streams where it's just I have to I switch my bias. It's not easy price action, and sometimes it just doesn't help. I mean, it definitely helps people stay patient, but if there's any other like ideas or anything anyone has, let me know. If everyone can fill out that survey posted on premium announcements last night, that would be great. Yeah, I could probably do that, Eli. Oh, let me check EU. No, this is not an A plus inverse because I don't want to see us come to discount first here, and also that's not obvious. We did come to the discount, but not in the like. You want to see like, do you think this is actually a stop run? No, this does not look like a stop run. A stop run is gonna have a very, very big down candle, and then we're gonna inverse it right away. That's gonna be your A plus setup if it looks like a good stop run. Does not look like any. This does not look like a good stop run. Dude, footprints are not gonna help people, dude. Trust me. Yeah, keep it simple, exactly. I don't even like. I feel like it's not even worth going to the 1 minute time frame right now, just because where we're sitting at. The characteristics of a BPR just when we get a quick up and down move, and the bearish and bullish gap both line up. I mean, you could just type in example of BPR on Google. You'll see the same thing every time. Are footprints useful? They're useful if you know how to trade ICT really well. But for someone learning, no, you're not. They're gonna mess you up. Oops. So this is the Dow. Um, yeah, the Dow is pretty clean right now. Wow, that was textbook. Look at this. 5 minute inverse, perfect. Like, dude, if I had a bot that alerted me like when this happened on like ES, NQ, and ES, or NQ, ES, and YM, like I would love to know, like, because this is hindsight. Like, I would not have seen this because I wasn't looking at the chart. It's not because I don't know it's a bad or a good trade. It's because I can't even look at the chart. Yeah, CVM, we could do that. I mean, we can do a lot of things. So again, for anyone new joining, because it is a market open, not really interested in trading this chop yet. I want to like, this is pretty 50-50. So create what? Oh, dude, it's impossible to create that bot because it's only subjective to what I like, and there's some textbook ones that I don't like. So it's basically it's impossible. I'm gonna mark this one out here. This is pretty obvious. We'll see. Like, we'll see how we react to this. About bullshit some tea. Do we know? Damn, you're right. Wow, ES is way up here. This is pretty significant. Like, look at this. We aren't even close. Oh wait, never mind. Well, I mean, you guys see what I'm saying, but this low is pretty obvious, and yes, I really got close. So you could get a long setup off here. Again, just kind of waiting. Fear was just saying short dirt or 15-minute close. I mean, this is a bullish SMT. I would definitely not be saying short yet. I'd be saying wait for news. This 5-minute, this would be, I think this would be an A+ setup, and then you target the data wick here if we got it. It looks pretty obvious, and especially if you're coming off the bullish SMT, I mean, that would be a pretty textbook setup. Now the thing is, there's still 4 minutes till this candle closes, so this might not even be a 5-minute fair value gap. Again, I don't like this. There's just too many fair value gaps in the leg. And remember, like, I'll take this inverse if I'm really, really confident bias. But because I'm not confident in bias here, what would I like? Why am I not taking this? The news is one thing, and the other thing is we're in this 2-minute, and I don't want to see this 2-minute break too. So like, if this 2-minute breaks, this would be an eval play for sure. But because the bias is just not super confident right now, I would not just slap this one automatically. I'd wait for the 2-minute here. So if we do get this 2-minute, I will take an eval trade. Stop loss is huge. Not really good live trade. We have news, so. But it doesn't look bad.
Little saving accounts, little personal account, not even a business account. Making $1 million in this world is easy. Let me make $1 million in my sleep. Just about anybody can
Oh
make
my
$1 million
god, bro.
doing something ordinary, finding a product that people have demand for, getting the supply, and then selling that product. Is enough to make $1 million. I want to show y'all something real quick.
Did I see the most? Patrick Weiland just posted some dude. He's like showing his bank account. I made $1 million. Doesn't even say what he does. All right, so I'll get in this if we close above this on the 3 now. Again, it's gonna be eval only. So again, if you were really confident of bias there, like you could have jumped the gun early, okay? But like I said, I don't know the bias. We have news. This is an eval play, not a live count play, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. So we hit like here, stop the break even, obviously. And then stop also be closed back below the fair value gap. So again, wait till 10 o'clock to take a live play. Remember what I say, you could be right, but the news is gonna be the manipulation, so you don't want to risk anything. Did anyone get in early because they're like, well, maybe Daddy's not confident in the bias, but I'm really confident in the bias. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Perfectly fine. Again, this is just an eval account, and this I'm actually truly on an eval account right now. I'm not on a fund or anything. Again, just wait till news. Trust me, this is a B setup, just because of news. Even if this works, it's not like I'd go into tomorrow and be like, oh, I'm gonna take this on a funded account, or I'm gonna take this on a live account because it worked yesterday. Doesn't mean shit. All right. Dude, oh my god. What did I just click? Okay, well, I guess I'm out of the trade. I don't know what I just clicked. I'll pretend like I'm still in the trade. Did I just mess? How did I just mess that up? Did I just click limit? I must have clicked limit by accident. Oops. We're gonna pretend like we're still in the trade and nothing happened. So stop would go to break even there. And then obviously this is where I'd scale half, and then this is where I'd scale 2. Did anyone just see what I just did? Did I just click limit by accident? I think I must have just. I think what I was happening is I clicked sell stop, and I think I clicked limit. Let me check the recording. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Okay, yeah, I did click limit. Oops. Oh well. Nothing I can do now. So why would you move your stop to break even at this high? Does anyone know? There's a couple different reasons. Because we know how an inverse works. If we get the inverse, we should at least hit the next internal high. This is the major internal high. Now, think about it from a bias perspective if you've journaled your winning trades. What happens in a winning trade here? The market will not retrace, especially off an inverse, and we'll just shoot right up to this high. So I know if we come back down to that break even, then there's a good chance it doesn't work anyways. But in a winning trade, this should hold, and we should just shoot right up because that's what a winning trade looks like, and that's what happens when your bias is right. Okay. So does that make sense why you move your stop to break even? I always say like move your stop to break even, but that's like the why behind it, because you need to understand that a winning trade is just gonna hold. It's not gonna go way back down in the inverse and then shoot right back up. So uh, that's that. Yeah, and like I said, the break even will save you most of the time anyways. So now sometimes it sucks. It sucks. Okay. We've all seen a time where it sucks. Okay. Um and you can't be mad about it because it will save you more than not. So the one time it doesn't save you and you're mad about it, you can't say anything, all right? Like you have to be okay, this saves me most of the time, and that's just how it is. So I know it sucks sometimes, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, so there's that. Unreal, dude. Okay, didn't give me a bad fill. Let's get a fill. Um, Obviously you can see there's some technical errors real quick, but even though I did get stopped out, I would think we are going to hit this data high. because this is just we've seen this before. This is a textbook setup. It was just before news, so I think we will go hit this data high. So that was my little eval trade. We should go pump up here. Again, if I was off stream, I probably would have held that, but I don't really move myself to break even, especially for my one setup for life. Do not leave a runner after data high. I mean, yeah, we could go higher, but think about it. If you're going for a data high, there's no point of leaving a runner because the data high is like just the textbook. Like it's a data high. A lot of times you don't go above it. ES hit, but ES is also probably going to go for this high too. If I had to guess. So I think that's going to bring NQ probably higher here. Watching this very closely. Again, in my opinion, I know that ES hit the data high, but I mean, this still looks bullish. It's a little more. Yeah, if you want to sell because ES hit the high, I mean, feel that's up to you. But I'm just saying from a tape reading perspective, it looks like NQ should still go for this high. Now, it doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong because I'm not in the position anymore, but you get what I'm saying, right? Or maybe it waits for news. We'll see. Now, if we say this data high, then get another inverse setup, and the news does come out, I'd definitely take a live long on that. That would be a pretty good trade. But I think we're probably going to go for this data high right now if I had to guess. Which is going to suck, but. It was a winning trade / break even trade packs. Now, depending on your confidence, you might have not gone break even, but that's fine. I took some profits and then I saw at the break even. Yes, packs. Come on, you know you want to hit these. A little more. Come on. Four more points. Again, they should hit. And bang. There you go. So Textbook one setup for life there. Worked nicely. Dude, how many tags do you think I'm gonna get on Twitter? Everyone's gonna be like, one setup for life post incoming. So how many people did hold through that type one? Or how many people just took that in general in any account? Nice. So I know it's a winning trade, okay? But like imagine if this didn't work. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter the win rate. I mean, yeah, this is gonna have a high win rate. Um, but here's the thing. If you're thinking in terms of risk, then yeah, take this trade. But if you want a high win rate, don't take this trade because again, you should wait for news. But again, the risk was fine there, I guess. The risk was fine because the candle closed. The candle close made it fine. Like the candle close made it like a one, almost a 2R. Can I explain the one setup for life? I would go to my YouTube and watch it. It's basically when we have like an inverse after taking out some sort of sell side leading up to a data wick. So now we just wait for the news, baby. Let's go. By the way, no live stream tomorrow. No one should trade tomorrow. The stock market's closed. Bank, are you getting a payout? Hey, let's go, JD. Nice job. Watch this hourly close. If we get this hourly close above here, then obviously we're gonna go to this high, I think. All right, news in 4 minutes. See, this is like that. Like we finally got something. Like I don't even think we got a single signature in price yesterday that was like A plus plus plus. Like I know there's news, but this is like the first sign of okay, this is fine. Like even since Monday, because Monday we got the really good setup too, but there was no news, so I took it on my personal. But like this one, it was obviously before news, so it wasn't a personal account play, but it was still a good, really good play. Um, but it's like the since Monday, I think this is the best thing we've seen. Like a very fast sell side sweep, a very fast candle up. Like this is what good momentum. This is what a good trade looks like. We don't stall. Just very quick sweep, data highs. I mean, um, it's just a really good trade. See, this is like an A plus setup to the downside now too. Like that would be an eval trade, but just be careful the news. Your break even or scale would be here. We got the news in 1 minute, so hopefully the news helps you. But and again, this would be a good setup because we took that highs, singular inverse, good close under, not a single green candle in sight chopping around here. Juice texted me last night and he's like, "Yo, you want to stay up for London session?" And I'm like, "Dude, hell no." He was like, "Why? I'm gonna catch low a day." Okay, news in 3 seconds. Let's see. There's a news. Let's go. I never know if like the percent is good or bad. Like I always see the percent and it's like it never says like it's like, oh, this is 4%. I don't know if that's good or bad. I've not a single clue. Yeah, I don't think anyone cares. I agree. So now that the news has came out, we can finally look for a good play. Hopefully, we'll see if we get any. Did did we ever move during the the speaker last night? Like wasn't there a speaker at 6 p.m.? I think there was a speaker, but I don't know if he ever did it. Like, did he ever create any volatility or no? Nothing. Okay. Someone sends me not the model you teach, but got a payout from this, and it's literally the exact model I teach. All right, now that the news has come out, what are we thinking about this setup right here? It's not A plus because this high was never swept, but I think this could be a good trade setup right here. I would say this is like an A minus maybe. And then you target, I'd probably target like here maybe. I would love to see the manipulation like here though. You don't really manipulate. I'm probably going to skip over this one unless we get some sort of manipulation leg because I think that'll be the best case scenario. Like if this wick was like this, then yeah, it'd be a really good setup. But it does not look like that. It's crazy how like a difference in like 3 points makes or breaks the whole setup. ES swept? Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, did it? Yeah, it did. Wait, no, it didn't. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. It did. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like the market wants to go down here anyways, so. Yeah, a pretty bullish reaction out of that, so obviously that's not really that bearish. These are perfectly equal. 15, 18, 5, 10.75. They are perfectly equal lows. KG, it's not that I'm cautious, I'm just not married to it. Like, I'm still gonna say, yeah, the bias is bullish because the hourly, but I'm not gonna marry myself to it. Like, how many of you guys have been in my streams where like you've remembered me like marrying a lower high where I really wanted it? Like, remember that week where we had that low resistance equity all above? Like, I was like, we have to hit this. Like, I had so much conviction in it. Like, I don't really have that feeling right now. Sometimes I'll get it, but I mean, I just don't have that right now. So if we violate this now, we should go for these equal lows. And what you could do is you could quickly move stop the break even here. So no close below it. Pretty bearish reaction here. Like, immediately that strikes like very bearish reaction, and we have the equal lows. So I think we're going to go for these equal lows just based off their reaction. Now, again, there's not really a trade setup here, so don't just short it, but you should be learning this from like a tapering perspective because this is the 1 minute time frame. Imagine if this was the daily time frame. You should still have the same idea. So no close below it, obviously. Did anyone soup this? I feel like that wouldn't have been a bad soup. The best soups you'll see is when we have equal lows below and then we hit a high, or when we have low resistance liquidity and we hit a higher low. Those are the soups I see work the most. No, this is still valid. It's about to be invalid. So this is the valid short. So this is where you'd short, and then you'd move south to breaking at these equal lows. So if you took full TP here, it'd be a 0.15R. But if you went for this and put it south to break even, you could do that. We should break through these. Okay, so there. So now you'd put your stop to break even and target here. Okay. And now it's automatically free trade. And hopefully we hit here because that would be really lucky, especially because of how close these equal lows were to the entry. Now, the chances of this hitting without stopping at break even is probably very slim, but it's worth a try. It's a 1.23R. Let's see if the TP hits. Come on. No, not boom yet. Can we get really lucky here? We'll see. See, that's why I still gotta try these out sometimes, because it's a free break even trade and it could be a winning trade. Now the chance of it being a winning trade is not high, but again, why would you pass up the opportunity to take up a free trade? So a little more. Please market. Big, let's go. Bro, how did that just work? So the free trade that I thought was gonna be a break-even trade turns into a win. It was too fast. It was too fast of me to execute on the screen, obviously. But like I said, I called out the entry. Hey, let's go. So that's why you got to take that, and that's why I called it entry, because it's still valid there. It's just it's probably going to be a break-even trade. It just happened to not be a break-even trade. So that was really good setup. Type 1 if you guys took that. So do you guys see my thinking process with, okay, we know it's going to be a free trade. Might as well try it. Right? So that's like a little trick I do sometimes. That hasn't happened in a while. I think the last 5 times I've done that, I've gotten stopped to break even. That's crazy. How the hell did that work? There's my executions. Nah, I got out. I was alive. Well, it was a funded, but I figured it'd be good soup. Yeah, I'm not holding. Don't hold runners. I mean, I would not hold runners here. Remember, if I zoom out, look, is it worth holding runners when we're in a big 15-minute wick here that swept sell side? Like, why would you hold runners here if, especially being that there's a big 15-minute wick we held sell side, and what I'm saying now could definitely come back and bite me, but I don't know. It's up to you, man. I would not hold runners here. I am not holding runners. I'm not in any secret runners right now. If it hits, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I did hold a runner. I just don't. I don't know. I wouldn't hold a runner like 50 times or 5 times out of 10. This will not even get close to hitting. No, the other 5 times, yeah, it might, but it's just too gambly for me. I don't know how we're gonna react to this wick. We're still inside of a choppy range. I just wouldn't hold runners, and that's just me. So maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. I'm just saying I would not hold runners. Again, like I have a really, really hard time targeting the low that already took out another low. And besides that, I don't know if we're gonna I don't know if we're gonna where we're gonna balance here. So I don't even know where I'd hold the runners to besides this low. But again, we don't even have to hit this low because it already took out this low. So super thankful we got finally good price action. Like this is good way to end the week. Not really much else to say. Like I said, until we really break out of this range, I am not trusting anything. I'll just play what I see. Old market is back. Yeah, for one day. Dude, I just wanna I don't even want to look at the Twitter the rest of the day. I just wanna enjoy my weekend, not think about trading. This is probably the time everyone should leave stream. I'm just being honest. But hey, if you want to stay, be my guest. How will I be trading tomorrow? I'm not touching the market tomorrow. It's closed. No, we never did. We're gonna watch. So for anyone who wants to, we're gonna watch Back to the Future 3 tonight. Probably around 10 or 11, whenever I can. Bro, we already watched Back to the Future 1 and 2 last night. Yeah, we watched both. I got too hooked into the other one, and I was like, yo, we have to watch 2. Thoughts on 3-minute long? I don't think it'd be bad long if we got it. Especially if we cleanly deliver it off of here. Dude, I've been getting. I've just been so tired out because, like, dude, my managers they're like pounding me on like the marketing, like you need to market better or whatever. Like, dude, can I just trade? That's why I don't know, I've just been getting really bored and just. They just they like post the videos on my social media. Like they give me like scripts and stuff and videos to make, and they post them. Like I have a TikTok, but I don't even check it. Do Yeah, that's like a social media manager. Can you apply? I mean, no, because I already have people. But I'm just saying they've been a little bit annoying. And I mean, they haven't been annoying. They're just doing their job. But I'm not used to that. Like someone like Justin. Justin's very good at market. Like he's a very good marketer. Like I don't know if you guys see his like Instagram post, but he's like, I've been working on this for 3 months, blah blah blah, and he says all this thing to hype everything up, and he's like selling this for $500, and it like makes it sound really good. I'm not like that. I'll probably end up being like that because they're gonna make my post for me because I suck at it. But yeah, Romeo too. But Romeo's getting the problem with Romeo is he's done it so much where people are catching on, and now they're just not getting as much engagement as it used to. So I mean, that's that. Yeah, I try not to be Nat Krish, but sometimes like my managers have recently been making some of my posts, and just I don't know. Uh, he's not bad, but I don't think he likes me. So you can kind of already see like just price is stalling. Yeah, I know the runner could sell hit, but I don't know. You never know in this range, and I don't want to be the one to predict it and get it wrong. I used to type in index commentary so much more, and it's been so hard recently because we'll get these like mini moves, and then the bias will change in an instant. And if I keep posting like all that in index commentary, it might confuse people. By the way, type 1 if you're gonna come to the movie tonight. Again, I gotta be open from like. Don't type 2 if you're not coming. Just type 1 if you're coming. Be open to literally like any time from like 9 to 11 or 12. If I'll give an updated time the closer we get. Also, I will have on the tournament too. Well, in the background. All right, I'm just checking. Hey, Weez, you got it. Let's go. What trade did you take? You said you need 13 points. What was a 13-point trade? If I'm not doing anything, sure, Deli. Houston Duke watch party tomorrow night. I just gotta make sure I'm not doing anything. Yo, what the? Yo, is Justin in here? Justin. Bro, do not do any more battles. I didn't realize you got this high. Oh, you're playing the minor deck? Yeah, there's really not much else to say. I mean, if we somehow got really good momentum over this, I think this would also be a good long. Probably an A setup, but doesn't really look like we're going to get that. Justin, why do you leave the clan? Uh, God damn it. My timing's so off right now. Dude, I am so off right now. Do I think I think it won't be bad in the PM, yeah. I think it could be good. Are you kidding me? Is anyone in this? I ain't in this. Man, I'm rusty. I don't want to end stream early, but I don't think we're gonna get anything else good. I mean, like I said, unless there's a random giant random candle. Like this is just starting to die a little bit.